So this Goku right here, he's one of the more unique cards when it comes to his awakenings, because I think he's the only card in this game that technically Dokkan Awakens backwards into his previous form. So we are continuing our unit discussions here, free to play edition. Shout out to Brayden here for suggesting this Super Saiyan Goku that's on the Realm of Gods category. But this is actually one of the units that probably has quite a bit of potential once he gets his EZA. But before we move on to discussing this unit, I did forget to give a shout out to the last person that suggested this LR Prime Battle TN discussion right here. So I apologize for that, but here's your shout out right now. Reggie Trio 5656 was the one that suggested this video, so it was actually not my idea at all. So, and that's the way I want these videos to go. If there's anyone that you want, anyone free-to-play unit that you want me to discuss, please let me know down in the comments below. I'll have a pinned comment, and you can comment on that pinned comment to let me know what units you want me to discuss next. I do have a list, so if I don't get to yours right away, it will be coming soon enough as I get through the list, because I want to be fair and go through the list in the order that I received those comments. But let's move on to this Super Saiyan Goku right here. Its leader skill is Realm of Gods, category key +3 and HP and attack and defense +40%. Nothing to really look at there or gawk at. You're not really going to be using them for that leader skill, because there's plenty of other Realm of Gods category units that have a much better leader skill, which is the case most of the time when it comes to free-to-play unit. Most of the time you're not using free-to-play units for the leader skills. But where this guy kind of shines is, even though he doesn't have a super attack effect at the beginning of his super attack, he has a medium chance of stunning the enemy, which can be useful in certain situations like Super Battle Road, Extreme Super Battle Road, you know, events where you can actually stun the enemy, where they're not immune to it. Obviously, Extreme Z battles are not in that realm of possibilities because they're immune to stuff like that. I don't know what other events would be immune to stunning. Possibly some red zone. I actually haven't touched red zone a lot, so possibly some red zone stages, cell max, things like that. You probably won't be able to use that, but Super Battle Road, Extreme Super Battle Road, he could definitely have some use in that regard. Now his passive skill is a little bit lackluster. There's not much going on here, but let's go ahead and read it. Recovers 10% HP and attack and defense +59% at the start of turn. That's not bad. That's not a bad part of his passive. Recovering 10% HP every single turn is nothing to disregard. It's definitely something that's worth noting there. And then attack and defense +59% at the start of turn. That also is not something to necessarily disregard. I know it's not like the highest number ever, but let's be honest, he's a free-to-play unit, so they're not going to do that. So I would say that that's a decent start to his passive skill, plus an additional attack +59% with 5 or more key spheres obtained. I really honestly think they could change that to attack and defense, and then maybe change that to 4 key spheres or something like that when he eventually gets his EZA. Now, something I would like to know before we move on with his passive is, so this Goku right here, he's one of the more unique cards when it comes to his awakenings. Now, he isn't on movie heroes. So this is definitely the Goku during the series, the actual Dragon Ball Super series, where he's fighting Beerus. That's why he's on the Realm of Gods category, because he has one of the most unique, if not the most unique, Dokkan Awakening. Because I think he's the only card in this game that technically Dokkan Awakens backwards into his previous form. So he Dokkan Awakens from a Super Saiyan God Goku into a Super Saiyan Goku. On top of that, he starts out as a Super Saiyan Goku. So from Super Saiyan Goku, an SR rarity Super Saiyan Goku, then gets Dokkan Awakened into a Super Saiyan God Goku, and then Dokkan Awakened again into a Super Saiyan Goku. Kind of a side note here, I would like to point out this hairstyle right here where he has the 2 prongs of hair. That's actually the Super Saiyan 2 hairstyle. So I don't know why they're using it for the Super Saiyan Goku, but either way, that's just a side note, something that I noticed and something that kind of little bit bothers me. But anyway, so yeah, this is the Goku from the series. Now he's on a lot of categories. a lot. And some of the more notable ones that he's helping out is Battle of Fate, Power Beyond Super Saiyan. Superheroes is new, but that's a category that's already fleshed out. Power of Wishes, Earthbred Fighters, Turtle School, Bond of Friendship, like all those smaller categories, he's helping out a ton if his EZA pans out and actually is pretty good. Now, he did come out in 2020, 8th of June 2020 on global, and then he came out 3rd of March 2020 on JP. So I would say coming upon 3 years, he's definitely due for an EZA. And we've got Sand Day coming up here pretty soon in the next few months. You know, people are speculating that Sand Day might be a Battle of Gods themed celebration, which I think would be appropriate. I think it's time to finally have a celebration centered around the Battle of Gods, the battle between Goku and Beerus. And even though that's a movie, the Battle of Gods movie that I'm talking about there, this guy is definitely a candidate to receive his EZA in a celebration like that. Even though he's not technically a movie hero, he's part of the series. It's still related to that. All right, the rest of it's passive plus an additional attack and defense plus 59% when there's a Realm of Gods category enemy. So there's not a whole lot to build on, to be honest, with this passive skill. They need to add a lot more to his passive to make him good, for sure. Maybe even stacking attack and defense. Make him a stacker. I think that would work for him, for sure. And then when he gets his EZA, eventually recovers, I think they could change this to 15% HP. And then make this attack and defense plus 100% at the start of turn. And then plus an additional attack and defense plus 59% with 5 or more key spheres obtained. I think that would be actually a pretty good change there. And then plus an additional attack and defense plus 59% when there's a Realm of Gods category enemy. I don't think they would actually change this. I don't see this guy benefiting that much from them changing this because it's already restricted by this Realm of Gods category restriction. Other than the changes I made, I don't think they're going to make changes to this one. And then they need to add more to him, make him, I honestly think he could be a hybrid defensive / offensive character. I think they could make him very well into that kind of character that isn't necessarily centered around attack or defense, but it's good at both. And then maybe changing this to high chance of stunning the enemy. By the way, this instant transmission Kamehameha is actually really cool animation. Let's actually watch it real quick. So we're gonna go on the Dokkan Wiki website here and look up the card. Take a look at this real quick. I think it's actually a pretty cool super attack animation effect where he does the instant transmission. For a free-to-play unit that came out in 2020, I would say that animation's actually pretty dope. Even looking at it now, I think it's pretty cool. His link skills are Golden Warrior, Super Saiyan, Prepare for Battle, Kamehameha, All in the Family, Shocking Speed, and Shattering the Limit. So he has a pretty good link skill set. This guy is a huge candidate for buffing small categories, being able to link up with some of the better units in this game, and potentially, you know, could honestly be a really great free-to-play unit. I'm not sure if he has the base foundation to become one of the best free-to-play units, but I think he could be a solid one, a very, very solid free-to-play unit after his EZA.